Welcome to the inner temple. Right now, I invite you to slow down and gently turn your attention inward. Today we'll explore something powerful, the many masks of the ego. Inside each of us is a deeper presence, calm, still, and whole. This is the true self. It doesn't need to prove anything. It doesn't need to seek approval or control. It simply is. But most of us don't live from there. We live from the ego, the part shaped by fear, pain, and survival. To protect itself, the ego wears masks. These masks are roles we play, often without knowing. They are patterns we learn to feel safe, accepted, or important. But these masks keep us away from our true nature. Let's gently look at these masks together. Notice which ones feel familiar. There is no shame here, only awareness. And awareness is the start of freedom. One common mask is the people pleaser. It says, if I keep everyone happy, I'll be loved. So you say yes, even when you mean no. You smile when you're hurting, like someone who always helps others even when exhausted, and ends up feeling resentful inside. Then there's the seeker. This mask is always chasing the next answer, the next cause, trend, or life change. It's search for something better, because who you are isn't enough. Like someone jumping from job to job, city to city, hobby to hobby, hoping the next thing will bring fulfillment, but never feeling settled. Next is the passive-aggressive mask. It fears direct conflict, so anger is buried deep. It leaks out as sarcasm, coldness, or forgetfulness, like saying, I'm fine, when you're clearly not, or agreeing to something, but dragging your feet. The intellectual hides behind logic and knowledge. It avoids feeling by staying in the mind. You may know someone who can explain everything in theory, but struggles to say, I feel sad, or I need connection. The altruist looks noble on the outside. It gives a lot, but refuses to receive. It fears being a burden, so it hides in its own needs. Like a friend who helps everyone else, but breaks down quietly when alone. The planner or controller loves order. Everything must be scheduled and controlled. It fears chaos and the unknown, like someone who has a backup plan for their backup plan, but still feels anxious when life isn't perfect. Then there's the achiever, always doing, striving, performing, believes success equals worth, like a person constantly ticking off goals, but feels empty when they stop and sit quietly. The mask of hate is often misunderstood. It uses anger and blame to hide deep wounds. Underneath the rage is hurt, like someone who criticises others, but inside feels invisible and unloved. The fixer always solves other people's problems. They avoid their own pain by focusing on others. You may know someone who gives great advice, but never asks, what do I need right now? Then we have the victim. This mask feels powerless, stuck, believes life happens to them. You might hear, nothing goes my way, or why me? On the other side is the victimizer. It controls through blame and fear, hides deep insecurity behind toughness, like someone who must always be right, and tears others down to feel in control. And lastly, the perfectionist. Fears failure, so pushes for flawlessness. Mistakes feel like rejection. You may know someone who never finishes projects because it's never good enough. All these masks come from fear. Fear of being unloved, fear of being seen, fear of not being enough. The ego thinks, if I wear the right mask, I'll be safe and accepted. But these masks exhaust us. They trap us in patterns that block peace, connection, and joy. So today's invitation is simple. Can you notice the mask you wear without judgment? When you see the mask, you begin to step behind it. You start to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. That is your true self. Still, free, enough. From there, you don't have to please, perform, fix, or fight. You just have to be. Take a breath. Let the mask soften. Come home to your inner temple.